Right now, 300 miles above Earth, a NASA telescope that has revolutionized our understanding of the universe is slowly falling from the sky. It has less than a year before it burns up in the atmosphere. For 21 years, the Neil Gehrels Swift Observatory has been humanity's eye on the most explosions in the cosmos. But now, it needs saving. Enter Catalyst Space Technologies, a small Arizona startup with 8 months, $30 million, and one audacious plan. Launch a rescue spacecraft from a plane, chase down Swift, and push it back into a safe orbit. The Swift Observatory launched in November 2004 with a critical mission: detect and study gamma-ray bursts, the most powerful explosions known to science, occurring when massive stars collapse into black holes or when neutron stars collide. Swift revolutionized astrophysics. It can detect a burst anywhere in the sky within seconds, then swiftly, hence the name, reorient itself to capture the fading afterglow with its X-ray and ultraviolet telescopes. It has observed over 1,600 gamma-ray bursts and made countless other discoveries. But there's a problem. Like all satellites in low Earth orbit, Swift experiences atmospheric drag. Over 2 decades, it has gradually lost altitude. Normally, this would be manageable, but recent spikes in solar activity have dramatically accelerated its descent. When the sun becomes more active, it heats Earth's upper atmosphere, causing it to expand. This increases drag on satellites, causing them to fall faster. Swift is now in a death spiral. According to NASA's calculations, Swift has a 50% chance of uncontrolled re-entry by mid-2026 and a 90% chance by the end of next year. While it would completely burn up in the atmosphere and pose no danger to anyone on Earth, the loss to science would be devastating. Swift remains fully operational and scientifically valuable. It's the only telescope that can rapidly respond to cosmic explosions across the entire sky. Losing it would leave a gap in our ability to study these fleeting, violent events that shape the evolution of the universe. Building and launching a replacement would cost hundreds of millions of dollars and take years. But there's another option. Send up a rescue mission to give Swift the orbital boost it desperately needs. And that's where Catalyst comes in. Catalyst is developing Link, a small, autonomous spacecraft designed to rendezvous with Swift in orbit. Link will approach the telescope, match its speed and orientation, then use its propulsion system to push Swift into a higher, more stable orbit. This isn't just difficult, it's unprecedented at this scale for a startup. Link must autonomously navigate to Swift, traveling at 17,000 miles per hour, match its exact trajectory, and execute the orbital boost without damaging the telescope's delicate instruments. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Catalyst plans to launch Link using Northrop Grumman's Pegasus rocket, a system that hasn't flown since 2021. Pegasus doesn't launch from the ground, it launches from a plane. A modified L-1011 aircraft carries Pegasus to 40,000 feet, drops it, and after a 5-second freefall, the rocket's engine ignites, propelling the payload into orbit. Why use an air-launched rocket? Swift orbits at an unusual 20.6-degree inclination to avoid the South Atlantic anomaly, a weak spot in Earth's magnetic field that bombards satellites with dangerous radiation. Traditional ground launches from Cape Canaveral or Vandenberg would require massive amounts of fuel to reach this specific orbital plane. Pegasus's air launch system allows it to fly to the optimal launch point, making it the only option that can meet the orbit, timeline, and budget simultaneously. The clock is ticking. Catalyst has until June 2026 to design, build, test, and launch Link. 8 months to save a telescope that has spent 21 years expanding human knowledge. If they succeed, Swift will continue its mission, watching the violent birth and death of stars across the cosmos. The rescue mission of a lifetime.